Hey guys, this is Andrew for Poker Savvy Plus, and this is part 3 of my series reviewing a session which I played at No Limit 25 and on PokerStars. If you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, please do go ahead and watch them. I lead off with a graph, just showing you the graph of the session in part 1, and I think it's interesting to see sort of how that graph was produced based on sort of the strategies which I decided to implement at the table. One theme that I've been sort of focusing on in this series is basically that I'm sort of playing very straightforward, a kind of a straightforward sort of solid style. And I mentioned in parts 1 and 2 that I was kind of worried that this would lead me to have quite a tight VPIP. But what I thought I'd lead off with this third part of the series is I'd show you the stats which I produced for this session. As you can see there, it was about 420 hands, winning just under 2 buy-ins. Obviously, getting into some good situations, which, helped with my winnings. But what's interesting is down here that I am playing just a touch under 30 VPIP, 30-24, rounded up to like 30-25. I do have quite a strong one money when saw flop, playing quite aggressively. My AF is 5. AFQ is 60, which are both quite high. That's kind of a representation of what I feel the limit in general plays like post flop. I think it's generally easy to to sort of bully people around a bit post flop, and you will have seen that I've been quite active in the pots that I do choose to play. 3-bet obviously 7%, which is on the high side as well. These stats off to the right hand side don't really say much. But if you're interested in being a bit of a stats, if you kind of like examining lots of different kind of stats, you can more than happy to take a look at those and see what you think. But yeah, the main thing which I wanted to illustrate was basically that I am trying to sort of tone it down and not play too much out of position and just play generally kind of solid poker. But even so, I am sort of identifying enough profitable spots to be able to play sort of 30% of hands with quite an aggressive, some aggressive AF numbers and AFQ numbers. Right, so now that I've got that out of the way, we will pick up exactly where we left off. You'll remember from part 2, I had this bit of a heartbreaking situation here where I have ace queens, good starting hand, but as we discussed last time, I am just going to have to lay it down here, unfortunately.